Oh, sweet game day. Welcome to another glorious game day here on Barnburner. It is the highly anticipated, it's the return match. The one that
Is this it?
Well, my friggin' focus is gone again. It's the one we've been Come on. Come on.
It's just your glasses. Your you got to clean your glasses. You're focused. You're fine.
Come on.
It's your glasses. It's just your glasses.
Come on.
Here, go sit in that chair. It's perfectly focused. Go sit in that chair.
It's better this way.
Probably.
Is this what it looks like when you don't wear your glasses, Dino?
Worse. Worse. Yeah, it's worse. Either for reading or just for seeing in general. It's not good. Yes, it's the one we've all been waiting for ever since those damn Columbus Blue Jackets beat the Flames 3-1 earlier this season.
3-1.
Rasmus Andersson got suspended. Remember that one?
Oh,
highly contested.
So it all comes down to this: Flames, Blue Jackets tonight.
Anderson, the hit on Laine, wasn't it?
Remember?
Dirty.
You remember a dirty bastard hit poor Patty Laine, unsuspecting Laine right at the buzzer.
Yeah,
Franked him, knocked him into next week. He missed a bunch of games. Poor Laine. He missed 9 games after that hit.
Was it because of the hit, or did you just want some days off?
Well, it's been quite a year for Patrick Laine.
Quite a career.
6 goals and 9 points this season in 18 games. He missed 9 after that hit. It was game 4 of the season for the Flames anyway. It was game 4. Rasmus. I'm not sure what got into him. Do we remember? Was there anything that precipitated that dirty hit?
It was feisty Rasmus. And he doesn't like Columbus. He says, this is one of my least favorite stops on the tour. I'm cranky.
Is that where he got hit by the truck, or was that...
that was Detroit. He got hit by the truck.
Detroit. So anyway, Laine misses 9 games. Comes back, then remember, healthy scratched.
Oh, yeah. That new coach is making waves out there.
Then got injured again, missed 3 in early December. And he's now been out for 15 straight with a broken clavicle, which is somewhere in the hither region somewhere.
Is that right?
Gonna call it upper body.
Okay.
There we go. Focused.
Yeah,
and
I can hear you now. Yeah.
The bonus for Columbus is still 2 more years of this at $8.7 million. So anyway, that's the Laine tangent, I guess.
How old is he?
But
come on.
Same age as Pierre-Luc Dubois, Rhett. Same draft class, if you recall. Bang, bang.
No.
Was it?
No. He was Austin Matthews.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
Am I completely out to lunch on that?
Yeah, you're out to lunch on that.
Completely out.
Oh, he was in the Matthew...
Dubois was in the Bennett draft, right?
I'm also...
Kachuk draft.
Phyllis.
Kachuk.
Doing a great job, guys.
Yeah.
Do you want me to
Well, you asked how old he was. I mean, you started it. So I don't anticipate him being in the lineup tonight in this huge rematch. 3-1 was the score. Yeah, he's friggin' hurt. He's always hurt. Hurt feelings. Swollen womb. There's just always something going on with Patrick Laine. Meanwhile,
maybe he needs to go, let's just go through this. He's finished, correct?
Correct.
That's correct.
Not enough vitamin D. He's got to go south, get into the sunshine states.
Dark.
Is it cloudy? Is it overcast in OHIO?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That makes some sense. He'd look good in Miami. You watch...
Well, it's because remember, now Dubois in Winnipeg, winters can be long and dark. Ohio, you just told us.
Overcast.
So Dubois really turning things around now in sunny Southern California.
There you go.
We got more on that in the Pinder Report. Things escalating.
Now, do you have the video of it or just the quote?
I think I just have the quote.
It was just the quote.
Yeah. Either way,
I've got the video if you want to see it.
Yes, I do, but I'll frame it for you. The Kings have that incredible near record-setting road undefeated streak to start the season, running away with the Pacific, only the Red Hot Canucks, and at that point, Vegas Golden Knights in their neighborhood. They now have 2 wins in their last 14 games. And Cam Talbot ain't hanging 930 anymore. And
2 in their whole, I knew it was bad.
14.
Yeah.
2-14. Now they got a bunch of loser points in there, but they have 2 wins in their last 14 games. It looks like they lost the deal with Philly, Arizona, and Winnipeg in the offseason.
Oh
A
dear.
lot of moving parts, and things are not bueno, Rhett.
So what's the most recent setback?
Last night, they
To-
lost to a not good team.
Yeah, the Kings lost 5-3. Sorry, Rhett, it's Buffalo. It's the Buffalo Sabres, 5-3.
Rhett knew, yeah.
So they're unsettled. They're not very happy. Drew Doughty is not the captain. That is Anze Kopitar. But Doughty was asked afterwards, you know what? You'll just be able to capture the spirit of Drew's mood.
What has to change here?
I think we got guys in this room who are too worried about themselves and worried about their points and worried about stuff like that. We get a 3-1 lead tonight, and guys start thinking it's a cookie night, and we stop playing the way we know to play, have an awful second period, and then aren't much better in the third. It's about the team. It's not about yourself, and a lot of guys on this team need to realize that.
This whole stretch of games, every game has been relatively close. Does this feel like maybe the bottom out for you guys with how the second and the third went?
I mean, honestly, it's felt like the bottom out for a while now. It's frustrating not getting these wins. We're trying to stay positive. We're trying to, get back to having fun out there and play our game, but it's hard to do that when you're on a streak like this. And this has been a struggle for us, and the only way we're going to get out of it is if we get everybody's 100% effort and everyone playing for the team, for each other.
3-1 lead, and you lose 5-3 to Buffalo. That's 4 unanswered, fellas.
That's the math there, I believe. Yeah. Meanwhile, Dubois in the corner. He's like, "Me? You talking about? Are you talking about me? Fuck me?"
Could be a lot more than just Dubois as well. I don't. That doesn't sound like a one guy problem. He's a good player, but one guy doesn't turn a team well over 500 to 2 wins and 14. There's probably many more that have been elevated with some of the absences, with the trades they've made, that aren't playing as well as the guys they were supposed to replace.
Couple other.
I'm not saying Dubois isn't an issue. I think he's probably the biggest.
Yeah, another couple rumored potential fellas in there. Kevin
Malcontents?
Fiala and Adrian Kempe, some of the younger guys.
Malcontents?
Well, it's cookie night. They think it's cookie night, Rhett. Up 3-1. Let's go.
Do they do
Point
a cookie night in LA? God, that'd be a good time to be the visitor.
Yeah, for sure. So anyway, that a huge bearing on the Flames Blue Jackets matchup. Sorry, we went on a tangent there. It's how it goes in this show. We just get talked. It's just 3 guys shooting the shit. You never know where it's going to go.
We're
You guys
big
didn't give me
sports
the
fans.
memo. I was going to put on the hoodie.
Yeah.
Thanks, fellas.
Just never know. Just never know. So anyway, Flames have lost 3 in a row. One more loss would make it 4 straight.
Is that the math on that?
That's correct.
Okay.
Now remember, you may not remember. The only thing that I recall from that game is specifically the Rasmus hit at the end, because then he got suspended and Laine was out. That was a 3-1 score in OHIO. It was the first loss in their storied 6-game skid. And from there, it was
Beat Buffalo the night before.
Now, they had not been world beaters prior
back
to
to
that.
back. I remember that. And it was cookie night in Buffalo.
So cookie night. Yeah, let's go. Let's really load it up.
Now, sorry, do you need to keep going?
Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you think Rasmus Anderson lost sleep last night, worried somebody was going to be out to get him today?
Are you
Big
talking
time.
about
Oh, yeah.
potential retribution?
That's
Retribution.
I could say the word. That's the one I'd use.
What's another good word? Retribution. That's a great
I
word.
Avenge?
say absolutely.
Revenge.
Yeah, absolutely. Good Branson is going to tear him limb from limb tonight.
Tell Eric Goodbranson, say, you know who's actually playing tonight? Nick Cousins is wearing Rasmus Anderson's jersey. Go fucking get him.
Hey, flipped on.
Remember when he snapped on Cousins earlier this year?
Well, thank goodness though, Retro, that the Flames, that Husk
Suspension.
has last change, so he can try and keep Rasmus away from
Safe.
Branson.
You think Husk has last change here at home? Yeah, that would make sense. Okay. Math checks
Yeah,
out.
right?
Yeah.
You're
was
just
thinking
doubting
about the
everything
game
I say.
in
Eh?
Columbus.
You just want to call me wrong about something. You're just digging deep.
Is
How
that-
can I do it?
So
He's
3
gonna-
plus
How can I
1 is
say you're
4.
wrong?
Are you sure? Is that your final answer, Dean? 3 plus 1 is 4. That's your final
Jesus.
answer.
Game 1 of the 6-game skid. Oh, well, just wait a minute. Bat Boy's got to be wrong about that. There's no way he could be right about that. Last
That
change
was
at
an
home.
ugly
Wait a minute,
road
where's
trip.
my NH? Where's the rule book? Does that? He's maybe right about that.
They're bad. They were still bad. They've had lots of young prospects and tantalizing players that every team would love to have, and they don't develop properly, and they're bad. They're bad. They're bad. They're bad.
They're irrelevant,
Very much so.
which might be worse than bad.
It's
It is.
absolutely worse than bad.
They're actually both. So it's all the negative of being bad plus the negative of being irrelevant.
Some would say you'd rather it'd be better to be one or the other, because then at least if you're bad and people don't like you, you're stirring some kind of emotion.
Yes.
If you're
bad and
irrelevant,
relevant is fine.
there's no people are just yeah, I guess I don't even really have any thought or emotion for them at all. Now Adam Fantilli is a fine young player.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video earlier this year where it already seems like he's one of the leaders of that team. He's talking on the bench. He's telling guys where to go. He's trying to design plays. Like you're the kid, right? Like diapers still basically.
But maybe he's an asshole.
I didn't get that sense.
Yeah.
I didn't get that sense.
You're
It was
not that
very,
close
it was
to
very
it.
positive. It was very positive, Retro. Take
He's
my word for it.
cocky?
I mean,
We're confident.
Have you done any?
neither. I
research
think it
on
was
this?
just he's
I think you're wrong too.
well,
Good luck today, dude.
dark tonight, bright tomorrow. One regulation win. Now you say they're bad. How bad? One regulation win in their last 17 games.
Oh, so that's
17?
worse than L.A.
Oh,
then.
God.
One reg win. Now they've been to extra time.
Pinder,
They've been finding a
check
way to
that.
kind of keep it close, this sort of thing. What was they've been to extra time in 7 of their last 13 games. So they've been getting some
Nice.
points when losing in overtime.
They're
and even
really
some of their
playing them
wins.
tight.
Oh.
Yeah, somehow. Nothing's going their way. Now I don't know if I'm not sure where Spencer Martin falls in on the
Waiver eligible.
the
Yeah.
power, the power rankings of NHL goaltending. But Elvis Merzlikins is their goalie. He gets hurt. So they've got Daniil Tarasov and they bring in Spencer Martin.
Tarasov's a good prospect, too. This team's
Yeah.
got lots of prospects. I don't know why it
Anyway-
isn't better.
So they wait. Merzlikins gets healthy. They send Spencer Martin back down. He gets claimed by Carolina.
Oh.
Say we're the Columbus Blue Jackets. We have
Third
nothing.
Third team
And
for
you're
Martin this
still and then Martin, I think he won for Carolina last
year.
night.
He did, yeah.
So it's not great being a Blue Jacket, but Ohio State played Michigan hard in that.
See, now you're talking about the other team in town. That's just how bad it is there. You can't even,
Yeah.
at least that other sport these guys have nothing to do is going okay.
Now
You would want a lot of these guys. I'm telling you, this doesn't make sense.
when you say a
Cole
lot.
Sillinger?
You think you well?
Play
I
along,
don't
play
know.
along, play
He
along.
was-
Would you like Cole Sillinger?
Well, what has he? I mean, he's young and he was a first rounder, but has he really taken steps? He's
So there'll be a theme here of guys that are very talented and that are toolsy that just somehow aren't living up to what everyone thought they would be. And that's kind of the case I'm building here. Yegor Shinnikov, first rounder out of the blue. Jarmo Kekalainen. Wow, lots of raw skills. Adam Fantilli.
But what did they say
incredible
about
talent.
Shinnikov when he was drafted?
No one had heard of him. And
No, he went
showed
way
up in
off
league
the board
2
to get
years
this
later.
guy.
So he was proven right. The guy was right. He's a player.
Is he?
Was-
I've never heard his
He's a
name
top line
before.
player in the NHL, and people didn't have him on the draft board.
He's playing for the Blue Jackets.
Okay, so
Like,
he's a-
there's a separation here. I'm not trying. Now I'm trying to call you wrong. I get it. Like Boone
Ben
Jenner.
Johnson. No, well, Boone's like his 30, like whatever. Everyone's got a Boone on their team. Alex Texier, good young player. He's fallen to the fourth line.
This is- I
Boquist
know
is the
you wanna argue
prospect
with
they
me,
get
but-
for Seth Jones. Tarasov is one of the best goalies outside the NHL a couple of years ago. There are a lot of young players that aren't playing up to their potential. And there's a lot of prospects. I think this is the Marchenko kid. They're like, take me elsewhere. I'm done here. They changed coaches 3 times in the last 6 months. Like this organization's broken. They're ruining young, good players.
Your hair is a disaster.
Thank you. I was trying to explain to Jack who Razor Ramon was today because I have this one little hangy
Oh, you
piece
need
that
the
I'm trying to deal
toothpick.
with. Need the toothpick.
Clean it
I
up, Jack.
yeah, again, Boom and I could probably take the other side and say, well, if they're so effing good, it's the proof is not in the pudding.
Yeah. And so I guess my point is that I think the organization's broken
Okay, but why?
and that,
If they
why?
drafted all these young guys and it's supposed to be so
well, they're
good,
capped out and they're awful for like the 8th year in a row. That's probably the why.
but they're all so good. Shinnikov's the top line. How are they no good? Like
That's my point. Did they rush Cole Sillinger? Should he have been in the league the next year? Probably not. Did they rush these guys? Did they develop
I
them
don't
well?
know. Cole Sillinger came out of his rookie year. He was awesome.
Indeed. Just like Sam Bennett was. Was it maybe better big picture if he'd gone to the minors for a bit? I'm asking the question. I don't know the answer, but
He
like,
had 3 goals in 64 games last year.
after
I'm
what is a
saying-
rookie? Like that
like,
feels like mismanagement, right?
because they're recent first rounders. I mean, we don't know who they are just yet, but it doesn't mean that these are great young players. It could be that they swung and missed on some guys. Like Texier, he's 24. He's okay. What if Sillinger's just okay? What if Shinnikov's just okay? I don't know how good they are. Now, with Kent Johnson and Fantilli,
high picks.
those
right?
guys look like, you know, bordering on elite, potential elite. Those are high-end guys.
Mhm.
But outside of that, I don't know what they have there. Johnny has, I looked at the last night. 7 players on the Blue Jackets roster have more goals than Johnny Gaudreau this year. 7
Yeah,
guys.
and if he's leading the way with an assist a game, who cares? But he's not. He's at 27 points. Like Blake Coleman's almost got more goals than this guy's points. What are we doing here? And so when
29
everyone's
points,
having career bad type years, I kind of put it on what the hell are you doing here, right? And the coach has been, he's hammering the panic button a month into the season. GM's got to be GMing for his job at this point. Like this
I think the GM is GM'd his way out of the league.
Yeah, the GM has to be on his last legs for sure. The Babcock thing was a disaster. I mean, they were playing from behind.
Unnecessary disaster too. So
yes, totally. It's a self-inflicted wound. You knew the baggage when you hired him. He wasn't the only coach available. There were other good coaches available. Rhett was
That's
available.
right. Well, anyway.
Lots of liberals.
So yeah, there's a lot wrong there. There's a lot contributing to where they find themselves, which will be another high pick. And they have not picked number 1 very often either, right? They've been one of those teams that has been historically and perennially bad. They had Nash at number 1. I'm trying to think how many number 1 overall picks have they had?
Laine was
fives,
2.
but
Laine was after Matthews.
he was number 2.
They had a Russian kid that went really high that never panned out for them. I'm trying to remember, but that was like back in the Doug Armstrong.
That was Nikita
20 years ago.
Filatov.
Yeah, Filatov.
Philly don't play D.
3 or 4.
Philly don't play D.
Not as Johnny, but yeah.
What about that
Rusty Klesla was a high pick.
All these guys are retired though, since this team looks like this team, right? Like this is all new problems here.
What was the guy we were just talking about in LA? They kind of went off the board and took him. Not off the board, but they picked him earlier.
It's a good pick.
What that was, if you remember, it was Kekalainen, Finnish. So, well, he's going to go for one of the Finnish kids if Laine has to drop, or
Puljärvi or Laine.
Puljärvi.
Yeah.
And he never even interviewed Puljärvi. So that was kind of
smart.
Why? What's going on there?
He knew what he needed to know.
He knew what he needed to know. But there's no defending who they are. Yet Johnny Gaudreau said, "I'm your man."
Can't wait to get there.
Picked in the top 6 each of the last 3 years. Kent Johnson, David Jiricek, Adam Fantilli.
Do you have it there? How many first overalls? Because I'm just kind of riffing off the top of my head, but I seem to remember looking at that.
Dubois 3 in 2016. That's the closest in the near term. Obviously, Fantilli last year. Ryan Murray at 2. That was the Yakupov draft, if I'm correct. That's a shitty draft class. Bad luck there. Ryan Johansson at 4 in 2010. That's way back. Filatov is at 6. Voracek at 7. Like we're way back now.
But even still, right? And they've been bad all those years.
Zherdev at 4. Finally, Rick Nash in 02.
Yeah.
That's it.
So out of all of those years, they've been so bad. Not a lotto win, not a bot. That's amazing, really.
Well, maybe there isn't. Someone should do the research. Does number 1 or number 2 matter if they're not years where it's a McDavid type situation?
There's often lots of good players in the top 5. You just need to not fuck them up.
That's the other flip side. They've had a lot of high picks, and none of those guys are Hall of Fame bound, right? I mean, Jacob Voracek,
good, but not great. Nash,
Zherdev,
bubble type
Filatov,
guy.
both swings and misses. Is Rick Nash? What is
He's
the
not
legacy
Hall
of Rick
Fame.
Nash?
Let's look at the numbers, see where he's at. He probably, if he hits 500 goals and has like 1,300 points, but I don't know that he got there. I feel like he probably fell short on both, especially the point side.
Because he was, he wasn't really a power forward. He was just big and strong, right? He could separate, and you just remember seeing him on
Flying down the
breakaways
wing.
all the
Yeah.
time. He was so good.
1,000 games, 437 goals, 800 points. So that's just a touch late. 15 seasons.
Sorry, Rick. I don't know.
I do.
If you'd played in Toronto and you were Lindros, you're in.
You'd be there
That's
already.
you did.
Point.
Played in
You
Columbus.
were in lack of vitamin D, Columbus. So.
That's right. That's right.
If only you'd been born and played in Toronto, you'd be in there.
Johnny.
You want him back?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Look at him.
Oh,
You know what? It looks like he's like, please get me out of here. Please.
Johnny, wink.
Didn't have
Wink
to go
like
there
feel,
to begin with,
if you want to
bud.
be kidnapped, just wink once. Wink twice if your life's in danger, and close your eyes if you just want to die.
Cops have pulled the car over. They look in the passenger seat. That's looking back at them. Are you okay, son? Yes.
I could have chose anywhere to play in the whole league, and I picked Ohio.
Can you imagine?
I'm
Like
stuck
he's
here.
got his All-Star break. Well, is he going to the All-Star game? Who's going to the All-Star game?
Boone Jenner.
Oh,
Gross.
Boone Jenner, who missed 15 games due to injury and has 18 points in 30 games. All-star.
Hoof.
Goosh.
but he gets a break.
Yeah.
Take a break for All-Star break, and then he gets
He's a new dad, right?
What?
Some of those
he's
Flames
sleeping
guys, they
really
had
well.
their kids, and then
Wife's in a great mood.
everything was great.
Oof. Well, at least family's close by. It's only 6 or 7 hours to drive.
I could have sworn I was going to Philly. What are we doing, John? I thought they were being cute and testing me. They said they didn't have room for me. I thought they were full of it.
84 million in Calgary, or this at a discount.
Yeah, the total on that contract, 68.
So
believe.
like 20, almost 20 million, and a worse team in a more irrelevant market.
He's in year 2 of that 7-year deal, 68.25 million, 9.75 AAV. If you could just plunk him, Rhett, but you got to pay him 9.75 for 5 more years. You doing it?
How you making the cap work? This is the challenge, right? Because
I'm just asking.
Do
He's
I
a
have to make-
$9.75 million player who you see this year has 7 goals. 5 more years, 9.75 for that player at this point in his career. Even if you can just plunk him in, are you doing it?
No.
If we can talk about the cap, I would understand not bringing him in allows you to do some things. If we're talking about the player, they're absolutely way better with him, right? There's no question. They don't have playmakers. They don't have anyone beyond one player that you want to see in a shootout.
No,
Their power
and
play is miserable.
and that is
This
part
guy
of it.
could
Like,
help this team considerably. We know
Yeah.
that.
But
It's just-
assuming you can make it, right? But it's that 9.75 moving forward for 5 years.
Yeah.
And what's he going to be in 2, 3, 4? I don't know. I still feel like
He's going to be
It's
worse than
fine.
he is now.
I
Can't be
don't
worse
see
than this.
how. I don't see how. He's got 7 goals. He's not going to the All-Star game.
That was like a annual staple here.
It must be the shits in Columbus.
And that coach is just a Richard. You could tell almost from moment one. Like, this is your one chance, Pascal Vincent. Okay, I'm going to oversteer the shit out of this, and everyone will hate me by fucking Halloween. Good work. You did it.
Is he he maybe he is. I don't know anything about the guy, but what tough spot to step into.
Well,
in a
so
way.
they're not playing the young kids. So you got these kids that are up, that are young, and they're not giving them minutes. In a year, they're clearly going to be bad. And then he's benching star players. It's like, are you just in love with the third line? Is that what you want to see all night? Because you don't want to develop the kids, and you don't want to get your stars playing minutes. What are we doing here?
Hey, Rhett.
Merzlikins
Ryan,
benched.
just a quick sidebar for Rhett and I, okay? Rhett, do you want to watch his head explode?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes.
End of sidebar. Now, Ryan, because I know Good Branson
Mhm.
has been he's on that back end.
That's right.
If you were to look, I'm curious, what kind of minutes do you think, maybe in the last 3, 4, 5 games, do you think he's logging? Because here in Calgary, he was a third pairing guy. You know
Supposed
what?
to be on the third pair tonight. If he's playing, that's trouble.
What do you
Him
get
and-
there?
Him and Jake Bean, third pair.
Yeah, I think so. So what kind of minutes, Rhett, would you get on a third pairing for a third pairing
12
defenseman?
to 14 minutes, something like
Yeah,
that. Archer?
14. I was going to say
Yeah.
14 if
Yeah,
it's a
13,
spread
14,
out team. Yeah.
be real good.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Play your role.
Do you want to take a look see, or do you want me to do it for you? Because I can do it.
To me. Read it to
I'm
me.
like this.
He played 21 the other night.
Huh?
He's playing so much hockey. 21-29 against the Devils, 21-16 against Vancouver,
Why? What are you
20
doing?
against the Florida Panthers, 20 against Vancouver, 20 against the Ducks. He's routinely in the 18 to 20 every night.
So it's top
Werenski,
four.
Provorov, Severson, Boquist.
Just because I know you've brought
What
up
are we
multiple
doing
times
here?
about Goodbranson being in a
He's a great third pair defenseman. If you want to break him, play him like a top four. This is Nikita Zadorov 101. They're the same. Small role. Perfect. Oh, this team is so dumb. 16 million bucks for a number 6.
Anyway, you know what we've effectively done is pretty much guaranteed and locked up a win for Columbus.
Everyone we've talked about will score.
Because we have been on for a
Sweep the
good
season
20,
straight.
25, 27 minutes just telling you how junk these guys are. And it's 4-1 Columbus. That'll do it for Markstrom.
Well, I'm not even being an ass about it. Like, I can't figure out who's less motivated. Like, for the Flames, we said it. These guys are irrelevant. This is a very difficult game to show up and have natural emotion and energy.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're Columbus, like, this shit is over. I don't like the coach. The GM is going to be gone.
Yeah.
The
Please
All-Star
trade
break,
me at the
the
deadline.
All-Star break is around the corner, and if I don't get traded, I'm on a cruise ship
Mhm.
in mid-April.
Yeah, my agent's faxing in my no trade list. We didn't ask this. No, just have it on file. I just want you to know. I'm waiving all of them anywhere. I am a 31 market man. Send me anywhere.
Now, the Oilers, to their own, they admitted they were not very good the other night through the first 40 minutes. Like, it was tied at 1, and Columbus was playing them pretty well. And then what happens sometimes happened. The top end guys
Superstar.
score some goals, and they end up pulling away in the third. This has got a little banana peel feel to it. I would say that maybe now. I always say take what players say in a press conference or to the media with a grain of salt. There were a lot of guys who were, we sucked. We were no
Dejected.
good against St. Louis the other night. Maybe a wake up call, but as you say, on the other side, you are 2 games away from a 10-day break, and it's Columbus.
You know what it is? We don't believe this group's good enough. And I think most pundits don't believe this group's good enough. This is the test of whether the Flames still believe they're good enough. Because to your points, fellas, this is not a get-up game. They have to want to win so badly because they've lost 3 in a row and they really believe it's hurting their chances to get a wild card that they're flying tonight. And if they are, that tells you the room still believes. Doesn't mean they get in, but it means they still believe. If they come out flat tonight, they know.
Feels like one of those games. It's like Coleman said earlier this season. This is one of those games that good teams win.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got distractions and we haven't been playing well, but we right the ship here. Good teams win this game tonight. They're in our house.
You saw Edmonton, right? They mailed it in for the period, but they still found a way. Now that's easier to do with superstars. This team can't do that. This team needs to play 60 minutes if they want to win tonight.
Oh, I'm excited for it.
You jacked or what?
Game day. Helmets, Blue Jackets, Flames. Here on Barn Burner. Not here on Barn Burner. Watch it on
We have the
TV,
rights yet
probably.
or no? We're televising games?
Waiting to hear back from Gary.
He's busy right now.
He's got a lot of
A lot on his plate. I mean, just yesterday, Seattle wants a team, so he's just got to be swamped.
Yeah, got a lot in the go.
Salt Lake. Sorry, did I say Seattle?
I'm not. Yeah, I wasn't.
He's moving down the list. He's already done
somewhere. Yeah, somewhere down there. Somewhere down there. Two things. Valentine's Day. I've been saying this. Valentine's Day. Just get right.
Don't like this at all.
Valentine's Day. Two things.
Less than 3 weeks.
Vina Nova. That is option number one. We have a couple of options here for you. We have many options, but today, two sponsors that can really be great for you. Lab Grown Diamonds, Lab Grown Diamond Specialists, the only place in Calgary that specializes in just lab grown, and it's the way that it's the way it's going.
Mhm.
People are finally saying, so I can get this lab grown diamond that in many cases is better quality, and it's significantly less in terms of my price. Why? So why would I? Well, it's just the way it's kind of been done forever. How do you feel about things like that, Rhett? Do we just continue to move forward and trudge along just because that's the way things have been going?
Well, we did it that way 50 years ago. It must be great.
That's right.
Rhett's been trumpeting the
Evolve.
3 and 4 day work week for years. He's ready
Right.
to change. He's
And
an
at
adapter.
some point, I will be correct.
Flying cars,
Vina Nova.
3 day work weeks.
And Justin agrees. That's why he went Vina Nova. We're just doing lab grown. We're just doing lab grown. It's all we're going to do. Same chemical composition and crystal structure. Second level, Stephen Avenue Place. We are all very happy Vina Nova customers. The people that we purchased the things for, even happier than us. Cloud 9 with their lab grown diamonds. You can have the same. Get in there. If you don't know what, and Justin did say a lot of, we've had a lot of barn burner guys come in. They really don't know what they're looking for, but that's okay. We're glad they'll help you. That's what they do.
That's what they do.
That's what they do.
Trust them.
Just trust them, folks. Second level, Stephen Avenue Place, or online at vinanova.com. The other would maybe the gift of sleep. If you told your significant other, I'm going to outdoor dental because I know I snore, right, babe? And she gives you that debt. You think? So you say, I'm going to go. I've heard the guys talking about this procedure there's a laser at outdoor dental, and just 2 quick, like 15-minute treatments, and it can eliminate your snoring. And she's like, I've got the keys to the car. I'll drive.
Turn off the oven. We can fix this later.
Yeah, that's
We're going
right.
Now,
Yeah, put the kids in the kennel. We're going.
put on
It's
a Disney flick. We're going
Yeah.
now.
It's that simple. 2 15-minute procedures at Outdoor Dental. No needles, no drills, no stress. It's the Soleil laser. They use it for the dental work, but they also use it here in the snoring treatments. Increases the tension in the soft palate, reduces snoring. It's non-surgical, obviously, and it works. You will sleep more. You will sleep better, and those around you will sleep more and better as well. It's a cool
More
idea.
betterer. Yeah.
More betterer. Outdoor.dental is the website. Dr. J is the guy. Oh, you got Dr. J doing things differently. We're going to take this laser. We're going to take away people snoring. I
Ahead of his time.
didn't think that was a thing. How about these lab-grown diamonds? What lab-grown diamond? I just thought it was the other one. No, we have revolutionaries,
Ahead of his time.
visionaries on this show. Outdoor.dental.com. No, outdoor.dental, I guess is how that goes.
That's right.
Yeah.
And Rhett's got those grounding mats that he sleeps under. So, we're all into the future.
Saw Huberman talking about red light therapy this morning. There's 2 different types talking about red light therapy and how it's working for people. You've been doing that for years, you crazy bastard.
You're muted, you donkey.
Yeah.
Still, that red light can't get him to unmute himself, can it?
I keep call. I need a drink. Are you just?
Oh,
ordered
no.
Well, pour
ordered
yourself one.
Water.
Take
Fingers
all-
a sketch. Yeah.
Where's the shoveler? Could she bring you a little?
Smoking too much.
Do you need a tea? Herbal tea?
Anything.
Well, I got something that's going to cheer you up.
Okay.
Let's do it.
AI. We love AI. That's the next thing, right?
Do we?
We're so far. Yes, we do.
Okay. All right.
We
Prove it.
love it. To the point, I don't know if that's real or fake.
My kids have doubled their grades since AI came out.
It had to be bad to double them. I got to tell you.
Okay, so it's
Check the math on that.
it's doubled. We're still.
He was
missing
getting
some key
42. Now he's an 84.
Yeah, my kid sends me a text. He's like, "Hey, Dad, are you busy?" Well, yeah, I'm getting ready to do the show. Well, I've done my exam, and buses don't come till like noon. It's like 9:58. How are you done this exam already? And I know it's not because you whizzed it, nailed this thing,
Crushed it.
It's like, do I tell him to, maybe take another look? But I'm out of the gym already. I'm just hanging out. Just get an Uber or something. I can't come get you. God. Anyway, I don't know how we got here, but AI. It's made Rhett's kids smarter,
Double.
and it's allowed us to see, like the visionaries that we are, maybe see some things that we didn't expect, that we just never thought was possible. Somebody went to the trouble of what would it look like, AI, now far-fetched maybe, if the Buffalo Bills won the Super Bowl.
Oh,
now not to keep piling on you, but now you're in Buffalo. I'm curious.
That's Corey Mace.
Now, dude's he's missing a digit. It looks like on that left hand.
Oh, it's Jason Pierre-Paul. He's
got a trophy. It is.
It's JPP.
It is JPP.
Yeah,
looking good there.
And he signs with Buffalo in the summer. We'll know.
Yeah. Are you in there somewhere? I can't see it. Anyway, so they're taken to the streets in Buffalo. I think that looks like it could be realistic to me. Here's the parade.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That looks
I'm not sure what vehicle they're in or which way it's going.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I don't know. Can you zoom in to the third guy, or I guess the far left? He's
Rhett, what street is that? Do you recognize that main drag there?
Oh, that's Delaware right there.
Is it really? Yeah,
gotta be.
Yeah, the guy on the left, he's a little messed up. I'm not sure what they're holding in their hands there, but anyway, so that would be the parade.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Look at this.
Look at the
they're really having a time.
Just launching each other.
Dude's got some kind of vertical there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is just a year away, retro.
That's true. Well, I guess even a little more because we're not even into the Super Bowl week.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
12 and a half months, Rhett. This is you. I don't know why you're on a stool. Is that a table?
It's hard to say. Yeah, it looks like some sort
Buffalo,
of
you can't write it off being a table. It definitely could have been some sort of table that was broken.
Yeah. Well, they're starting fires now. So we
now, what does
condone that?
What does that hoodie say? Dink flies?
I'm not sure what it says. It's Yucca.
Donkey files.
I mean, AI is really amazing. There we go. Is that DeMar
right
Hamlin?
Number of fingers. That's impressive. The right number of fingers. That's
He's
really
got the right
good.
number of digits. They're having a heck of a time. Again, too much fire. Too much fire. I mean,
backward
wound
fist.
right up.
Okay.
Yeah, wound right up. So now we know we can kind of vision it, retro. Yeah. We can kind of see how this is going to work for us moving forward. They also went and looked. Now the Detroit Lions are still playing.
Oh gosh, wow.
Oh, actually, and there's the pit.
Oh,
remember the pit that the guy was falling into?
We got to get in.
Oh, geez. You'd think they'd put up some caution tape or something around that.
Flying in there. It's like lemmings off a cliff.
It's not good.
Is that the old Philly stadium?
I think that. Well, yeah, I don't know. That might be. I'm not sure, but yeah, they got to put some velvet rope or some barricades around that. Looks like a hazard for sure. It does. Buffalo. Is there a roof on that stadium? Still no, hey? Still no. Mentioned Detroit, the Lions. They're still playing. What might it look like if they go all the way? Now, what lake is that, retro?
Michigan?
Is that lake?
Sense.
So we've got some big hairy dudes. Looks like we've actually got a lion.
What?
Or a lion in a costume or something right at the very bottom.
Oh,
yeah, that's beautiful. Amazing.
There's a lion in there.
That's really good.
Yeah. What a celebration. It'd be cold, right? Because when do you win the Super Bowl?
In 2 weeks.
Everywhere.
Now they're lighting the lake on fire.
Perfect.
It's a lot
That's more
fire.
of a Cleveland move with the river, but hey, give it a try.
Yeah, it's tough. There, it's still on fire. but they're loving it. It doesn't look like they're running for their life. And there's,
Don't know what that is.
again, AI has some work to do. It's not bang on. And then there was this. This is just, I mean, everyone's saying about how the Chiefs,
Oh yeah, we saw this. Yeah.
you know,
Well, didn't we have one with Taylor Swift kissing Coach Reed as well?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
AI, get your mind out of the gutter.
that's not nice at all. I don't even know why
Happily
they
married
show
people.
that.
Come on.
Everyone thinks the refs are out to help the Chiefs. I don't like it. So, are you into the AI, Retro? It's helping your kids.
Yeah, as much as I can be. I'm really
Like, it's not lab-grown diamonds, but there's that.
Oh, retro.
That's AI.
There's AI. If you want, I forgot. That's right. The
Look at that.
what would a Super Bowl ring look like for the
Not sure
Buffalo
what's at the
Bills?
bottom there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that
Is that
is.
a baby bell? What is that?
Look, yeah, it's something. Oh, that's
It's a
pretty.
bird now.
Yeah, it almost looks like you, Pinder. Like maybe like
A mullet?
a mullet with the hair cascading back. Oh, that's nice.
Just spewing hot takes of diamonds. I love it.
Next year, Retro. Be excited.
Oh.
Feels closer now, doesn't it?
Thanks. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the dude from the parade. His,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
not sure.
It's probably just out of focus, just like your camera, dude. Sorry.
Yeah,
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
That's it.
Probably what it is. Time for the Pinder Report. The 2024, and it's presentation Honda. I should just keep going. Village Honda, of course, your dealership for life. The 2024 Honda Accord, redesigned last year, chosen by Car and Driver Magazine, the #1 mid-sized sedan, one of the most reliable, value, comfort. It's better than ever. Superior ride quality, reliability, and impressive fuel economy thanks to the EXL Hybrid. Try one today at Village Honda, located in the Northwest Auto Mall, and online at villagehonda.com. Village Honda presents the Pinder Report.
Start with some breaking news, fellas. Courtesy all the reporters down at the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. It appears Oliver Shillington will make his return to the lineup tonight.
Let's go.
20 months since he has played in an NHL game. Husko will be asked to confirm that.
No. There we go.
Try that again. That didn't sound good at all.
Attaboy, Ollie.
We need to take that board into the shop. It really doesn't.
It works. It's just the operator
Operator failure.
needs a.
That one's better. Okay.
Okay.
20 months and much needed depth to the blue line. When we saw Nick DeSimone go on waivers yesterday, I was like, you really going to roll 6D by choice? No one down there's banged the door down to get back up. And here he is. Incredible stuff. Yesterday, we did see the waivers. That's right. DeSimone and Adam Ruzicka will either get claimed. Well, they're both cheap. Below league minimum is Pike Bomb is pointed out by Ryan Pike. So, maybe there's some teams missing some players that want to give a spin on a fourth line center, Adam Ruzicka.
I checked in
I
checked in this morning regarding Rosie, because a lot of times the etiquette is the GMs will place a call or let teams know we're thinking of taking this player, even though we don't have to. You've put them on waivers. We're going to tell you to do whatever, but they will have that kind of courtesy call kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Led to believe that the Flames don't know, but there was a we might be doing this kind of a thing. So we, like the Flames, it looks like, we'll be waiting to find out if in fact Ruzicka is gone or going to the Heats.
Or could stay, just cleared so
stay.
that they could use them for, they can shuttle them down without waivers over the All-Star break and accrue a little more cap space. That's a third option as well. New Jersey's one of the teams that's been bandied about. They've been rolling some depth pieces through center ice, and McLeod's just left the team for personal leave. So I don't know what the forecast for that is, but maybe they're in the market for someone to play down the middle on the fourth line. We'll see. Pelche Bomb, old Eric Francis, had this to say. Oh, actually, you know what? Excuse me. We have another transaction today first.
What?
Because, just in case you lose, Rosie. Walker there. Please, Walker, pretend it's 22-23. That's what we want. Okay? Thank you.
It's hard to get. Last year, so excited. just yelling, screaming.
Yeah, we're pumped up.
Yeah. This, you know what this is? Fresh start, wake up call. Let's go.
That's right. Fresh slate, new beginnings. Let's go.
Be more like a runner doer than a walker doer. You know, like really kind of.
Sprinter doer, huh? Huh? Yep.
That's all I had. I don't know.
Jacob Pelche is going to be suiting up this weekend, fellows, it appears, for the Wranglers. That's a nice step towards returning to this Calgary lineup that, you know, geez, already seen 8, 9 players summoned from the American League. This has been quite a year for the young fellas on the farm to come up. Pelche could be the next. He, of course, got hurt in training camp, shoulder surgery. Good to see him back. Let's hope he's plays well this weekend for the Wranglers.
Awesome. Let's
Yes,
go,
very good.
Pelch.
Yep. Coronado's back. Pelch is there. Maybe we see a Shillington tonight.
Exciting.
Exciting times. Here are your standings. Where are these two teams that are playing tonight? Well, friends, they're in the bottom 9. That is the bottom. San Jose, bleeping awful. Chicago, everyone's hurt and they're awful. Anaheim, full reload, rebuild. And then Columbus, the perpetual no bueno. Buffalo's win last night helps Retro. They maybe could pass the Flames. Minnesota getting healthier. They maybe could pass the Flames. Montreal, you want to get your shit together? That's okay. Could you be seeing a top 5, 6 pick for the Flames? We'll see. It's not, everyone thought that 4-game winning streak was going to ruin their draft prospects. They're tied for bottom of the 8th. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
We'll move. February looks like this. We know it's Chicago on Saturday and then the All-Star break. And this might be Gauntlet 2.0. Boston, very good. Jersey, expected to be very good. Islanders, probably better under Patty Roy. Rangers, very good. Sharks, brutal. Detroit, middle of the pack. Winnipeg, very good. Boston, very good. Edmonton, very good. L.A., cranky. That is a 10-game February. Gauntlet 2.0.
Maybe tomorrow or whatever we can look at it.
We got like 10 days to look at that thing.
What's the outcome of that going to be? Because that will slide you right into the old trade deadline.
Yeah.
Mark my words, by the end of that month, you're going to know.
Well, no, none of this bubble, mucky middle. Murky,
Just get to
mucky.
Christmas and we'll be able to tell you definitively what this team's all about.
Christmas 2025.
All-Star break. All-Star.
All-Star. Did I say Christmas?
By the
Yeah,
end of
it's
the
gotta be All-Star.
season, we'll know what this team is.
Did I say All-Star red trade deadline?
By the trade deadline, someone
we are
will
going to
give us
know 100% what this team's all about.
Johnny's return tonight, of course. Here is the happiest man in pro sports.
What's that, Rhett? Oh.
Yeah, Johnny. 7 goals.
I offered Johnny to
22
retro for
helpers.
nothing, and he said
He
no.
screwed us over. I don't want a guy that doesn't want to be here, and he effed us over. Get out of here. Go take your 7 goals and get
Hey,
lost.
Dean, you want to watch Rhett's head explode?
Like, sidebar?
Hey, Rhett, you don't believe in second chances?
No.
In America, of all places, you don't believe in second chances?
It's a new world, Brian. Second chances were so last century. Now you jump on someone and you stop them till they're done.
So look at
Don't let him
Johnny
up.
here.
I'm like Tyson. I don't let him off the mat.
Tyson got a second chance. He went to jail for a long time.
Yeah.
Still good at offense, not finishing well this year, and still not really defending at all. It's the same Johnny.
I
here
don't
in
want to
the
be
power
like
play.
Tyson, actually. That's a bad reference.
Yeah,
You
take that
don't
back.
want to be
Yeah,
like
that's
Tyson.
I don't want that.
I just
Mike could be
can't-
rotting in a jail cell. He got a second chance.
Yeah.
America. We'll move along.
There were a few lows there along the way for old Mike.
Yeah. The Colorado Avalanche, you may have heard them in our Betway bets yesterday. They steamrolled the Washington Capitals. It was all hail. Kale, he's not old. He's not like on the back 9. He's already broken the franchise record for goals by a D-man.
And there have been some offensive D-men to play for Colorado and Quebec.
Indeed. Like the Sandus Ojelinches, the Rob Blakes, very abbreviated, but Ray Bork did play there. They've had some players, friends. They
Steve
have.
DeChesney. Hey, Rhett, did you ever
DeChesney.
play against Steve DeChesney? He's a little before your
Sure, I
time, right?
must have, but I don't recall.
Not sure.
Tyson Berry.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a little bit. Then
I believe
Toronto,
that's actually isn't that not who he passed, I think?
I think for goals, that's correct.
For goals, yeah.
But it wasn't him really stealing the headlines last night. It was Nathan McKinnon, who scored 3 times in 7 minutes in the second period. 3 of his 4 on
How
the
do you
night.
get 3 shifts in 7 minutes, man?
6:37. 6 minutes and 37 seconds. Just stay out there.
James,
Just stay out there.
James,
Zing,
Nate,
zing.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhett, you
shifts
see this
too
graphic?
long.
Guess how many home games they've had this year?
30.
24.
Points in all of them.
And as Frank tells us, he only needs to finish the home slate to tie Gretzky, who once had a year with a point in every fucking single home game. Wow.
I saw a stat this morning because
That
it's
is
he and
nuts.
Kucherov that are kind of going back and forth for the league lead, and they've separated themselves from the pack. Like it's
Yeah.
not close.
Yeah.
Both Kucherov and McKinnon have more 3-point games than scoreless games.
How about this? McKinnon's got more 4-point games in his last 2 months than games without a point. 4 goal games. Like, that's nuts. Yeah, look at this. Holy
Look at the separation
point.
there.
Whew. Wow.
Pasternak, you stink. Rantanen, you're a joke.
Pasternak, the overpaid prick.
Yeah,
McDavid's washed, fellas.
so watched. That's right.
We showed you the Drew Doughty. We don't need to revisit that. Kings are cranky with 2 wins in their last 14. Flames will see him at the end of Feb. That's a team to watch. We've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now. Here's the overtime winner from Vancouver last night. The Blues that were in Calgary played the second half of a back-to-back. Watch our pal Shen as he looks for some positioning in front of the net here as this play develops, Rhett.
To the net. Little
Oh,
shove there
jumps
to
Pettersson.
And then Nick Leddy
Backs
finds
up,
him. And Brayden
scores the
Schenn
winner.
pulls it from one side around Patterson, using him a bit of a
Like,
screen.
folds
That
him.
one there.
No call. And of course, this guy's falling. Look, he's covered in snow. He goes right there. Are you kidding me? What am I supposed to do? He bowls me over from behind.
Really
Oh, they're
popped
not
to his
happy.
feet to try
Now,
and
did
shut
he go
him
down a little soft there? Was he
I don't
trying
even
to
know he
draw a
sees him
call?
coming. The beginning is really quick, so you got to be on it.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It looks like he's faced the other way.
Ooh. Looks like he got
He is a little lighter. That's not
Snipe-
Eric Branson.
Sniper
embellished.
rifle.
Embellished.
Well, Shen's
What
a
do you want me to
Saskatoon boy.
do? Take the side of a knuckle? No, not happening.
Against the Saskatoon boy?
Good play. Good hard-nosed hockey there.
No, Daryl Evans is part of the Kings broadcast team, if I'm correct.
correct.
Got that little bit mean. Get some credit. You're like, oh, yeah.
I don't
Look
know what the hell
The
you're talking
outfit. Look at this.
I was going to say
Are
his thing
you-
is he's
Kidding me.
excessively well dressed. Is his thing. He's
That
very
is-
over the top.
Exquisite.
Yeah.
That is inappropriately over the top sensational. Wow. Look at that.
about.
How's he not going to have a good day wearing that?
I can't wait to get one.
I don't know what the tag is, but it looks unreal.
It's Los
It's an
Angeles,
honor.
right? It's L.A. He just fits right in.
You know who else fits in LA, apparently? Jim Harbaugh.
Apparently.
Let's go. The Michigan head coach, national champion, back to the NFL, just in time to avoid the investigation from the Big Ten. But he's a Charger, fellas. He wins.
Are you happy,
He's gone to the
Charger
Super
fan?
Bowl with Mac quarterbacks. I am very happy. You think about all the dusters they've rolled through? Like this, they finally have a coach, and not just an NFL coach, a very good one that they way better than winning record with just okay quarterback play, now gets given a franchise quarterback. A guy that played as a Charger. He was a quarterback there. This is perfect. Welcome home, Jimmy boy.
I'm happy for you, Ryan.
Yeah,
Please don't rip our hearts out again this year,
the-
please.
The enthusiasm is infectious.
Should last till about week 3.
Yeah, when Herbert breaks another bone in his body, then
Yeah.
be subdued. Here are the odds. We got 3 games left in the football season. I'm sorry, fellas. That's all there is. Chiefs at Baltimore, that line 3.5, and it's the Niners by a touchdown still as they welcome Detroit out to Santa Clara. We will get into those on Friday, but just a
Detroit.
reminder, that's what we're looking at this weekend, fellas, both on Sunday, 1 o'clock. 2:30, or is that 11 and 12?
I'm curious for Rhett because first the Cowboys left you and then the Bills have left you.
Mhm.
Kind of your picks every week. You're going to have to.
Used to be a Lamar guy, hated Lamar. Lamar was good again this year.
I
Sure,
hate
Lamar
the
was very
Chiefs and the Ravens. So if the
Mm.
if the Niners and the Lions want to play for the Super Bowl. Can I do that?
Niners and Lions for the Super Bowl.
Gotta
No, that's
do
this
it.
weekend. Yeah, no, they can't both advance.
Don't think so, but
Sadly. Now, if you hate one of the AFC teams, you could have them go all the way to the final and blow a lead in the Super Bowl and have them suffer great heartbreak. Would you wish that on one of those teams?
I don't want anyone to feel the way the Bills fans feel.
Even Mahomes' dumb brother.
The person is irrelevant,
Okay.
like the Columbus Blue Jackets.
1 o'clock and 4:30, your kickoffs this Sunday. Should be fun. Guys, we got a boatload of dumb shit. Buckle up, okay?
All right.
Buckle up. We'll start. Now, I want you to be careful here. This is the first video. We can't come in too hot, but this is an old man and this is a bear trap.
oh no.
I don't want to see this.
No, he's just going to take the piece of wood and put it in. That's what he's right. Don't do it. Dude.
Don't. Seriously, dude. That's how we start the Pinder Report, fellas. Okay. We're loaded today. We got all kinds of ammo. Right.
There's no upside.
Yeah, I know. Like basically 12 people thought you were an idiot and you somehow escaped death and no one's going to look at you the same way. We can't trust that, man. Or you just could have had your arm ruined for the rest of your life. Like, what are you doing here, friend? What are you doing? Now, Rhett, a photo leaked from you and the shoveler in your earlier days. I believe this is down by Dino's place, family bike ride. I don't know where you found this. It's got to be custom, but people did not ignore this. You've heard of like the dual tandem bicycle?
That is
That's
not
all you
my-
guys.
All 5 of you, and I think you got cats in the little trailer at the back.
No.
You got to
My bike is electric.
We have many bikes,
That's
but this
right,
was
yeah.
the leaked photo from years ago. And the travel case on the wheel. Like, what are you doing, Rhett? That is a horrible vibe.
color coded
I love the bike
shirts.
lanes.
I like it.
He does like biking. So you mentioned your electric bike. This is you in that race. I think they thought this had dried up, this little lower part of the track, because here they come.
They assured me.
Rhett had a nice little lead here. It's a lot of F-bombs in other languages. That's good stuff. Like it. I don't know what happens. Just listen. Kind of sounds like 200 bikers on a deck at the same time, doesn't it? Oh, that's what it was. Okay.
Bikers are stupid.
They are. And like, look, avoid the potholes. Sometimes you feel you're invincible on a bike. Look, take a look. There's how you do it and how you don't do it. There's Randy Bobandy, no shirt, crossing the bridge, going nice and slow.
Oh.
You lose the bike. Oh, dear. Bike into the river. That's tough break. Ugh. It's river crossings are the worst, Rhett. That's the worst.
Don't go so fast.
Now your dumb kids were at the skateboard park the other day.
Oh
Did
my
you see this?
Dumb.
Ryan, you can't. He can. You can't. Come on, Ryan.
It's their age. It's not them. Their grades have doubled. I hear they're really doing
It's
well.
only because they're males. And
Yeah, it's
brains
their
haven't
age and
developed.
they're great kids. This is not good, friends.
Oh, jeez. Dude in the white shirt has a good spinal twist there.
And then broken collarbone guarantee as
Yeah.
he lands right between his shoulder and his head. He is bleeped. And the other guy has to fall like a half story. Oh,
I
man.
always wondered how these idiot extreme sports dummies survive any amount of time on the planet.
Yeah.
They're like wrestlers, Rhett. They die young. I do believe that is the case. I'm sorry.
Tony Hawk.
This is like some serious farm magic. I didn't know this was a thing, and I'm worried about this. This could be flammable, guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're getting it back on the bead.
Don't know what this is.
Then you get your lighter out.
Is this guy sure what's
Oh, this is standard operation, Ryan.
Tractor 101? Whoa!
That's how it goes.
Holy, that fixed real quick.
Yeah.
that Kreskin? What are we doing here?
No, that's Cameron.
Oh, Cameron, not Kreskin. That's Dale. Okay, I got it. Yeah.
That's an old swather.
Now, Rhett, you said you went for ramen yesterday. The shoveler sent me a photo. I didn't know you could get this in Buffalo. I know in Taiwan, there's a restaurant that has Godzilla ramen. You can get an alligator arm put in there. Dean, are you in?
Nope.
It's only around $50 Canadian when you get the exchange done. You got to order ahead though, because they need to, get it ready.
Even the other stuff. Look at those eggs. Disgusting.
How do you not like ramen? Get out of here.
I love ramen. I don't need
Okay.
old hard-boiled eggs in there. And some weird-looking baby corns that aren't baby corns. It's like, not sure.
Okay, well, there is a charge if you order it and don't eat it to clean it, because that's what a lot of people do. They order it, they take the picture, they don't eat it. You're going to pay extra for that. Are you okay?
Are people doing that?
Not eating it.
I'm a soup guy.
Cowards. Oh, you're afraid of a little alligator. Like, come on. Mom got into the sauce a little too much here.
How many people eat it?
Not so many that they didn't have to come up with a don't eat it charge, right? Yeah. Someone had a little too much to drink in the old kitchen party. You've seen this, eh?
Wait, is she
Get to the sink. Get to the sink.
Oh boy.
Wait, is she
Oh, mama.
Oh, the head.
She kinda
falls off the counter.
Yeah, she kind of spit there, eh?
Quite the example she's setting.
Yeah.
Well,
Can't hold her liquor, the old bird.
She ordered that Godzilla ramen. It wasn't sitting too
That's
well.
right.
That was.
I don't.
Do you want to guess what young Jack labeled that? 'Cause he labeled it. I'm like, that's exactly what I had it named. Yeah. It's puke slip.
Puke slip. I was going to say it's
Can't be anything else. It's the only name for that. I like that.
Jack's facts.
Now, I don't know if this is AI or not, but we go to India where there is a soccer match taking place. And I don't know if this is the real commentary or someone having fun, but this is, it is fun.
And what a game here as Johnson kicks toward the goal. And oh my God, Singh makes a fantastic save. But I believe he hit his nuts on the goalpost. He is down. Let us have a closer look at instant replay. Not only just self-sacrifice on this play, but sacrificing future generations as well. Obviously going all out for his team, saving the ball right here, but also losing two on the play, putting his balls on the line. Let us have a moment of silence for this man's fallen brothers. As you see right here, he got to the ball and so did the goalpost. Not only taking one for the team, he took two. Talk about going balls out for a play. With that being said, I would like to take this time to recommend you all to see the Nutcracker movie coming up this winter. Wow, this game is absolutely...
So you're not sure if that's the actual play-by-play.
I think that probably is. There's a lot of alternate streams out there. We're very behind the times here in Canada. Maybe not. I'm not
She
sure.
went balls out. How many shovels are in that sequence? A few.
People want to go viral, and there's a surefire way to do it. Light some shit on fire and bike through it. Let's go. That is not AI. That hurts. The cameraman's laughing. I love it.
Now, Rhett, minus the fire, did you do that stuff as a kid?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. There's,
In the
I mean,
T-bar?
we
rolling
never
up
lit
in
the ramp on fire, but
Oh.
you'd get the little Honda or whatever and start, okay, how many, you'd have like cinder blocks or something to lift.
Yeah.
How
Can we
high
go
are you-
back to the fire? Actually, I'd like to see that for a second.
A little fire on the side and the middle. He's got kind of like the
Tiki
survivor
torches.
torches. Yeah, the tiki torches.
My question is, just go back. Just press pause right at the start because that gas can
Mm.
is
That's
close.
not safe. Yeah.
very exposed. I thought this is where it was going. I thought this guy was about to explode. Like,
Because I've seen one similar where the dude is doing that to his backyard. He's got the little bonfire going in the backyard,
no.
and the fire just goes straight up the stream of fuel and
Oh,
into
yeah.
the tank and kablooey.
Good night.
Now, again, shows you where I'm from. I never even thought of that.
You wouldn't want a layer there, huh? That's really the move.
Nah.
If
Well, you can wreck your
if
shirt.
you're hammered and want to get viral, you got to go all the way in.
That's true. That's the bedazzled banana hammock. Last one for you. Our boy Stone Cold, former wrestler. He's got a podcast.
Lost at 314.
Close.
Right. Oh, you broke Ryan there. Look at that.
Someone is convinced it was probably Rhett or Wim Hof or somebody that he's got to do some cold plunges. So this is classic.
Diamond
Stone
Dallas
Cold.
Page probably told him, the other wrestler. Guru.
DDP. Yeah.
4, 3, 2, down we go. God damn. Ha ha. Ha, son of a bitch. Ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Oh, motherfucker. Gonna revisit this motherfucker.
I saw
that down.
I saw a video before because that's at the Broken Skull Ranch, and he was very
That's right.
excited. All those guys have been telling him.
I'll do 3 minutes, Dino.
So he bought this tub and he got it all set up, and he cut his friggin' finger. I was hooking the wires up, and I sliced my fucking finger the other day. But he was gonna let it cool off, and then grab one of his beers. He's got his own IPA. We're gonna hop into that sucker. So.
Ooh.
You're supposed to say longer than that, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was aiming for 3 minutes, and then he put his legs in. And he's like, "Oh, this is not good." And then he counted himself in for the 3 minutes. Let's see the start again. Because if you wondered about Stone Cold, if he was putting on a voice or how much of a character, you're like, that's still Stone Cold. That man may have a name Steve on his birth certificate. But that's Stone Cold still.
4, 3, 2, down we go. God damn.
Oh, so he was he was mid-five at that point.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Well, it's getting the berries on right? That's
Ha ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Oh, motherfucker. Gonna revisit this motherfucker.
Why does that make me so happy?
he's thinking that's money well spent. I'm glad I bought this thing.
If we could cut audio clips, like I love that. We need a few of those cusses from Stone Cold. Those are beautiful.
Yeah. It's funny now because he's retired, obviously. He's got all the money in the world, probably. And he's just hanging around at his ranch in Nevada with a cat and just trying to fill his days. That's what he's doing. It's very lifestyles of the rich and famous. I'm gonna get a cold tub.
He's gonna revisit that motherfucker later. That's
right. That's what he's gonna do. Yeah. That's what he's gonna do. All right.
All right, that's it. That's Pinder Report. 11 dumb items, fellas. That's pushing new records for a Thursday.
I love it. Very nice. Village Honda Northwest Auto Mall, online at villagehonda.com. Told you about the new Honda Accord. They've got the Civic, they've got the CRV, they've got the Ridgeline plus pre-owned. Over 90 units on site, access to more than 500 more in the dealership group. You go to Village Honda, you'll understand why we've been pumping their tires right from day one. They are one of the OGs on Barn Burner, and they're your dealership for life. villagehonda.com. Is Anthony back from his
30 million, they're saying old Steve's worth.
It's decent.
Worth or made? Worth's better than made because
net worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Because there's some pretty good endorsement stuff that he did along the way and continues. I know he had a show on like Netflix or something. Kind of. I think what it was is it was like kind of like
see the news.
It was like Dirty Jobs where he would go and hang with people. Anyway,
did you see that news? Wrestling and Netflix?
Yes,
I did.
2025. Yeah,
I did.
Our old bosses will have some airtime to fill all of a sudden. They've been big with the WWE for a while.
Monday Night Raw is moving to Netflix in 2025. So no more cable, just flipping on your whatever, TSN or SportsCenter, wherever the heck it was. You got to have the Netflix. But they've still got the SmackDown. That's a Fox. I think it was going to NBC or something. So.
Yeah, they're like the NFL. They're going to go get a bunch of money from a bunch of different places. That's smart. Oh, yeah.
So you're probably thinking like, whatever, wrestling, Netflix. Gary Bettman would love to have
Oh yeah.
what the
Oh, yeah.
WWE just got.
Yes,
Please.
no question.
Would love it.
Yeah. Yep.
Do you have a cold tub? How come you don't have a cold tub? It feels like by now
Gotta
you
have
would
a cold tub, Rhett.
Put ice into a tub, or when I'm in Calgary, I jump in the lake.
I feel like you should get a
Half miler for you.
You take
Should
this
be
stuff
like-
seriously.
I've
You
used
got
cold
two-
tubs my whole life.
You got 2 inversion chairs. You got multiple red light masks. You got ear lights.
Mhm.
You got a grounding mat, and you're telling me you don't have a cold plunge tub?
That
Come on.
trapeze thing in your bedroom.
That's different. That's a
What?
different kind of health. Yeah.
That's for the shoulders. Jeez.
Could have sworn I saw that had some kind of health benefit. Let's do some Betway, and then we'll do some Ask Rhett. Hey, do you want to get a quick cold tub in? Get your juices
I go
flowing for a
at
little Ask
least
Rhett today?
3 minutes. I'm like Wim Hof. I could go swim around the
Really?
glacier with the
I
glaciers.
think I'm probably in the stone cold category.
He's already worked out today. He's wide awake. He's ready to go here.
Even
And
going
don't
to
cold tub after you work out because it'll stop the muscle growth.
don't do it
So when do you cold tub? Non-workout days?
in the morning.
Well,
right?
if you are brave and have the balls, you get up and do it. Get up, cold tub, infrared mat.
What about the breathing? What does that? Was it Gary, whatever his name is? Are you
Wim
supposed to
Hof.
do the? No, Gary Brecka. He's the guy that was
Gary
talking
Brecka.
to Dana White about when he was
the
dying. and how
methyl. I can't say the word.
You're supposed to do these deep breaths, Pinder, like
Mm-hmm.
like you do that for 30 seconds, and then at the
Mhm.
end you like as much as you can, and then
Sure.
you start again.
Yeah.
I pass out, I think.
Get all that carbon dioxide out of your lungs. Let's go.
Yeah, something like that.
Mhm. Get all oxygen, fresh clean out those lungs, Dino.
And the weed.
Is the weed good for you?
Get all the
No, you
weed.
want the
out
weed
of
in the
there.
lungs.
Is that what you want?
What the hell's it gonna do if it's not?
If it's not in your lungs,
Candies.
I don't know.
Non-medical advice.
Truth.
Got
Yeah.
lots of it apparently. on this
Do
show.
not take anything that we say as fact or a recommendation. Do not do it. Do the opposite, actually. The exact
Except when it
opposite.
comes to
Food. Ask Rhett.
Betway bets, except when it's the Betway bets. We've had some winners this week, Pinder.
Hit that -1.5 last night for Colorado. You had a good Sharon
I
Govich
had the
goal
Sharon
earlier
Govich the
this
night
week.
before.
Fellas are looking pretty good.
We're mixing some winners in here. Mixing some real winners. Here's what we got for you. Blue Jackets
Ooh.
Flames. Mackenzie
Weeg
Weegar scored the other night. Scored in the game prior. Just get a point, Weegs.
he had an assist on one of the goals the other night too.
Yeah. 1 point for Mackenzie Weegar plus money. Give me some. Plus 100 for a Weegar point. And then it's a little bit of, it's one of those kind of a pre-made deal on the Betway app. A Sharon Govich goal and a Flames money line win. You need both, but an anytime win for the Flames and a Sharon Govich goal brings you to plus 220.
It's a big number. Like
Not
that.
bad. Not bad.
And Sharon Govich, we saw we were around. You could get plus 200 before the beginning of the heater. You got to start doing a little parlay there to get the number up. But I like both those things to happen.
That's right.
I love the former Flames scoring against their old club. That's a bet I make all the time. It's done very well this year. Johnny Gaudreau plus 275 for a goal. He hasn't scored a lot, but he's on a bit of a helper streak. And I like Matthew Coronado back on the board. He hasn't scored since Pittsburgh, game 3 of the year, 2 of the year.
Maddie.
Power play right up under the bar. They were starting to buzz last night. 2 nights ago. Kadri, Zeri, and as young Jack calls him, Corn.
Corn. Just corn, not corny or
Corn.
all right.
We can do better than that.
Yeah, we sure can.
It's not really a nickname. It's just I mess up the spelling every time. So
So he misses his vowel, so it just
Corn.
ends up being corn.
Coronado. Got it. Shut up, Jack.
Like
Yeah, shut up, guy.
Sharknado.
That's right.
Sharknado.
Ever watch that?
I never did. I can't do
Look-
sharks.
oh.
I'm at a point in my life where if I see anything about sharks, shark attacks, shark this, I
Mhm.
can't do it.
And yet, your bet of the day, Sharky goal.
That's
Look
right.
at you.
Look at me.
All in on Sharky.
So
not in on
brave
Sharky.
for you people watching this show and listening along.
You're
Look at
worried
this
about?
bike bomb, by the way.
Are you worried about sharks?
Pike bomb.
Pike bomb.
The Flames are the only NHL team Gaudreau has not scored a goal against.
Not
He's
after
even scored
tonight.
against Salt Lake.
Didn't he have had a penalty shot or something last year? Did he not? And obviously didn't score.
Ooh, good memory.
Seem to think that happened last year. Yeah, how about that? Well, you know what? Snake bit.
Do?
Snake bit. Let's go
Snake bit.
One or the other.
Shark bite or snake bite? What are you scared of?
Oh, he hates them both.
I don't understand the shark thing. It's just they're getting madder and meaner.
Are they?
Although I saw a stat the other day, it's like 10 people die every year from shark attacks, and
Don't
100
trust that
people die from.
bullshit. Don't trust that BS, because if you go missing in the water, unless it's visually confirmed as a shark attack,
Right.
they will not declare it a shark attack.
I didn't know it's a shark. Could have been an octopus. Dean.
Could have been, yeah, could have been something.
Could have
But
been
here's the
giant
stuff.
Heart attack.
Just kind of go with it, right? That sharks are responsible for 10 deaths a year. Coconuts falling and hitting people in the head and killing them, like 50 deaths.
Yeah.
I had that
I
happen
think
to me
we-
at the Clevelander one night. in
What?
Miami,
At the
and my
Clevelander?
God, I had it was no good.
Coconuts,
Oh,
right there.
man. How much rum was in that coconut?
You put the lime in the coconut.
Coconut chicken. Hey, let's do some little bit of ask. Oh, the Betway bets. There you go. Betway. Get the Betway app on your phone. Get it on your tablet. Get it on your desktop. However you do it, just get it and then bet the responsible way from Betway. Tell you why, because Betway. I don't really know about that. It's not hard. I mean, we're not trying. It's fun.
Follow along, friends.
Follow along. If you're, and again, we're not telling you go be crazy. Be responsible. Like so many things in life. So many things in life in excess, not good.
Feel free to jump a ramp.
Yeah, light that bitch on fire and then
naked, but don't light the
take
the
your
ramp
gear
on
off.
fire.
Take the
Yeah.
jerry can too close. Be smarter. That's right.
Yeah. Take that turkey and just fire it into that deep fry. Don't check. Just fire it in there. Deep fried turkey's delicious. You're gonna love it. Again, no recommendation. Do not do what we recommend.
Listen to anything.
Bonton Meats. This is
Except
what we tell
this.
you, though.
You can listen to this.
Spotty. Right now, Bonton Meats, the best in the business, has been since they opened their doors in 1921. High quality, the highest quality product. Treating Alberta and just every customer that comes through the door like family. You're getting the best beef, free-range poultry, grain-fed Alberta lamb, milk-fed veal, fresh Alberta pork, and as always, Bonton voted Calgary Consumer Choice Award winner for the best deli meat market in the city. 28 Crowfoot Circle Northwest. I don't know. I've tried. I don't know how you describe it, but the smell when you walk into Bonton, because it's like the marinades and the spicy meat, the spices. It smells because you. It's not as though it's hard to explain though, right? Because it's not prepared. It's not like steak smells when it's cooked, but it just has that aroma of just sweet goodness. You just walk along that meat, maybe a big old roast. Maybe I'm gonna put one in the.
Don't go hungry. You walk out, a lot of stuff.
God, I'm so excited.
Almost, some people get whole freezers full of stuff some days.
Some people do, yeah.
Damn.
Some people have been known to do it. We recommend.
How's the old din box this week? How are we looking?
Well, we'll start here. This one's from Christy. Christy, checking in. Hey, Rhett, with all the hype on hockey analytics, do you think it really benefits the game?
No.
Thanks and happy birthday. Keep up the good work.
Happy birthday, Rhett.
Yeah,
The
happy
answer
birthday.
to that, Christy, with a K. You don't remember? Can't see it. I would say no. I don't think it helps anything.
Right.
No, it helps certain people. That's wrong. It helps scouts and people, but for us dopes that like watching hockey, it's irrelevant.
Yeah, they're hiring these people, not firing these people more often. But yeah, I don't know that it definitely crosses over to fan them well.
What are you going to do with it? It's like scoring at baseball. Who the kind of idiot are you? Get a hot dog and a beer. Put the pen
That's
away.
right. Yeah.
Hammer some frickin' peanuts or pea legumes or whatever.
Cracker
call them.
Jacks.
Let's go.
Yeah. Some legumes.
Yeah, get 'em
Right.
in ya.
Hey, Rhett.
Hmm.
Never been to Buffalo, and I don't know that I ever will. But what city would you compare it to in Canada?
Oh,
So give someone a frame of reference, because it's probably true. If you're going to Buffalo, it's probably because you're going to Buffalo for something. You don't just pass through.
it's true. It's not really on the way to anything, is it?
No. So what would be a city that maybe we'd be able to relate to?
Edmonton.
Gotta be, yeah. Okay. Edmonton. Blue collar.
Blue collar. Sure, the people are nice.
People wear
The people
sweatpants a lot when they shouldn't.
Yeah, always in the sweats.
Dumpy.
High tops. 80s music.
Yeah.
The strip of bars.
Mm-hmm.
A football stadium without a roof.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good one there.
And when you're from there, fiercely defensive of your
That is
hometown.
true. That's an absolute core part of the Edmontonian identity.
And
You
lots
moved
of
to
people,
Calgary the moment you could, as soon as you had a job that paid you enough. Yet you will defend Edmonton through and through,
And-
like you're protecting a child. Why did
and
you
that-
leave the city so
that's-
quickly and
that's-
defend it so passionately?
that's the other part of it, is that the people from Buffalo, much like the people from Edmonton, have spread out across the country in mass exodus, but they love Edmonton.
Love it.
Love it. Proud.
Don't live there.
Proud to be an Edmontonian or a
Yeah.
Buffalonian.
Have you heard of our mall? Do you know we have a mall? We have 8 Aldos. Suck it.
A whole bunch of people that are from
8 Aldos. Woo!
I grew up
and
there. I
maybe
loved
a Randy
Edmonton.
River or two still.
Oh, Randy River. Silk shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Go in, buy a nice new navy silk shirt for the big social on the weekend. Then spill
We have
your
theme rooms at the
booze all over it.
Fantasyland Hotel. You could feel like you're on a safari.
buy a silk shirt, wear it out, pour booze all over it,
Yeah.
and then how do you wash this thing? Just put in the washing machine, ruin it. That's good. I got one wear out of that.
I feel like you've done that before, Dean.
I don't know, just pulling stuff out of thin air. Now, speaking of Edmonton, Rhett, I am surrounded by Oiler fans at work. They are driving me crazy. How can I cope?
Weed.
Is that what it is?
I wasn't going
At
that way.
work?
I had an idea, not that one. Yeah, we drive heavy machinery, and Rhett told me I need to get high to deal with these Oiler fans.
It's not my
You,
fault.
sir, are
It's
fired.
their
Oh, that's
fault.
my favorite. I love that show and those guys. I lived it. He said weed. You're on a forklift.
He's
Do
a
not do
surgeon.
this at work. Again, do not take what
Actually, you're right. If you're working, I didn't know that. Yeah. Well,
Oh, boy.
after work.
I am surrounded by Oiler fans at work. Now
At
we don't know what
work.
work he's doing, in fairness, but
If you're the boss, fire the bastards.
yeah, it doesn't sound like he's the boss.
I would look at the calendar, find how many days there are left until Drysaddle's contract are up, and just update it every day. Just let that anxiety build.
Just be a bigger person. Be a better person. Just let them have. It's great that you fans are having a nice run and enjoying the hockey. It's wonderful.
That's right. Yeah. Hey, Rhett, the shoveler seems great. How do you repay her for all the shoveling she's been doing? Because you've had a lot of snow, right?
Half the snow's gone. It rained, and now it's flood warnings.
Uh-oh.
Jeez, it's nuts out there.
Do you need to put some salt down? Is it icy?
No, they salt like crazy.
What about your sidewalk?
They don't piss around with this fancy bullshit. We're putting down the pre-freeze, antifreeze. Yuck. Put some salt,
Just salt
on
the
it,
shit out of
then
it. Yeah.
instead of gravel on the highway.
Then you can just hear parts of your vehicle falling
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
It is one or the other. It's windshields or you rust out the bottom of your car. There's no happy medium here. There's out east it's salt, out here it's the other stuff with
I
gravel.
bought one of the use as often as you want season passes for monthly passes for the car wash.
Did you? Yeah.
How much is a car? It is, to me, the decision was easy. Much like buying a skate sharpener when you got kids in hockey. Pinder, you idiot. What are you gonna? How much is a car wash?
I like to go to the wand place, and if I'm really, really efficient, I could probably get it done for like $7, maybe. Does that sound
If
about
you're
right?
doing if you're going for the kind of the supreme, you're in that 12, 14.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you're at $10 to $12 a wash for $24 a month. I can go every day. I can go.
What are you doing in there?
Twice
You
a
smoking
day.
weed in there, sir?
Yes.
What? Your car is like sparkling.
It's
Why
not a wand
are you
wash.
here?
It's the,
What are you doing?
It's an auto. It's an
the
auto wash.
auto. Just riding around.
It's doing laps. It's free.
Yeah.
Somebody come
So-
pick me up. I can't drive.
That's right. So now I have a question for Ask Rhett. Do you have to go in every month and pay, or did you give a credit card?
Come
Or,
August when I don't use it and forget to charge.
that's what I was going to say. So in 5 years from now, when you're like, what is Scrubs car wash? Why is this coming off of the credit card? I don't even know Scrubs. What is? Oh, jeez.
I did
Shoot.
ask how you cancel.
Then you
Got
go
the
back.
directions.
I've
and
paid.
Yeah, that's like the gym. You can ask. They're going to send you on a goose chase.
I went back and took a look with how much we paid and how many times we washed the car. Each car wash was $1,300.
Oh, Rhett. I did the math.
In the end, not as great a value as I thought.
Seemed like a hell of an idea.
That's the business model. People forget it and they don't know how to cancel. And it's just every year. It's like an annuity. It's another $1,000 or more.
This will be the final question because I am. Well, it's because it's a good one. There's always kind of, hey, do I need an excuse to make a roast, or what rub do you put on? You know, all that sort of stuff. Do you have a rub? Is there a signature rub that you would put on your roasts or your ribs or whatever, or does it change depending on?
It changes depending on my wants and needs.
You were talking about the Saskatchewan blackened.
If you want to have a great steak, whatever kind of steak you like, throw a little Saskatchewan blackened seasoning. And Traeger makes it. It is phenomenal stuff.
I have both because it was actually my wife's uncle. He heard you talking about it.
Come on.
Went to Saskatchewan, found the place, like the originators. They drove around Regina looking for this place. I showed you on the show. I got the big Saskatchewan steak spice and then the Saskatchewan blackened steak spice. I got lots. It's good. So anyway, now ribs. Are you putting brown sugar in that rub?
Not very often. For pork rib, like baby backs?
Yeah, if you're doing baby backs.
I'm gonna, to be honest with you. No, I'm not.
No,
because if I do a dry rub, I usually go with more of a Greek rib flavor.
Mm-hmm.
And I get that you rub the stuff on even in a barbecue scenario, but I never barbecue my ribs. I always bake them. I find I have better success. So I just launch them into the pot with a bunch of this homemade barbecue sauce and let them bake.
God, when
I'm with you 100%.
Sauce gets tacky or sticky. Oh, is that good?
I have been pretty much strictly an oven roasting rib guy.
Yeah.
Because first, you got to boil them first. So I feel like you lose a lot there if you're boiling them and then putting them on the grill. I don't know.
Not even about losing a lot. It's just the effing time wasted to accomplish this.
Gotta really feel like ribs now.
Done.
No. We're going for lunch ribs. Cancel my workout. Let's go.
No, you would go and have the ribs. And
Have
then
6
do the
beers
workout.
and then go work out. Yeah.
Then you'd be like that.
Great. Oh boy, am I full.
Burp all over the trainer. Just
you'd be like that woman. You'd spit and then slip in it and hit your head on a barbell.
Puke slip.
The old puke slip. That's right. Yeah. All right. So here's the question. Retro. My buddy is an idiot. He is getting married for the 3rd time.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
I've been to both previous weddings. I was the best man at both. I'm the best man again.
Oh,
Do I really need to plan a bachelor party? Am I really buying another gift?
Oh,
What do I do?
I've got the perfect gift. I wouldn't be organized enough, but if you have someone in your life that's organized and has the wedding invites from the first two,
oh,
that goes in the wedding card.
yes,
Right?
yes,
Like-
yes.
Here you
I
go.
just strike out the first woman's name,
Here you go. This is
put in the next
got
one,
you something
strike
nice.
it out.
Oh my God. Frame the invites to the prior weddings and give them the picture. Hang that up.
Yeah, and
Oh.
as far as the bachelor party, it's a personal choice. If you, it has nothing to do with that ass hat. It
Mhm.
has to do with you need a party. You use this excuse to have one hell of a party. If you don't want a party,
Well, and some of the fellas now, they're not doing the second bachelor party. They get the divorce party. So, okay, you got your pile cut in half. Have some fun. Let's pretend it didn't happen. So if
Can
you're doing a
you
divorce
imagine,
party, I don't know
like-
you can do another bachelor party. That feels like double dipping.
We are all married, the three of
That's
us on
correct. Still.
screen here.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing it 3 times? Now, maybe one of those marriages you were in love and it was great, but she left and you're heartbroken. Okay.
Okay, a couple of years back, I hopped on my son's hoverboard.
Yeah.
How did that end?
Not great.
Bad ribs.
Yeah.
It was an explosive pain. It had me down and out for quite a while.
Hurt to breathe, Rhett, I believe.
Yeah. Do you think I'm ever riding a hoverboard again?
Yeah. Do you know what I did? I learned from the
You
mistake.
learn from your
Yeah.
mistakes.
Smart.
You learn from the past. You move on. You evolve.
Yeah, that's right.
If you want to, so you get married twice and it doesn't work, you can date again, I
Now, wait,
guess.
Do you still have that
married
question,
again?
that picture pulled up? Is this guy upgrading? Right? Like I don't
Well, he's
have
going from single to marriage, so you're going to have to
I'm
convince a
not-
few people that's an upgrade. I don't know.
No, I know, but my point is he upgrading in the marriage person? Right?
It
Like
just
I
says
can't-
my buddy's an idiot. That's how it
I
starts.
can't upgrade because I am who I am.
Does it say anything about one of those underwear models of the Victoria's Secret thing? Is that
Yeah,
on the
like
email or no?
if you shuffle the deck and you move up a couple notches, like maybe he's upgrading.
Maybe.
She's a knockout from Scandinavia, with
Oh.
an heiress from
And a great sense of humor.
Mm-hmm. With a really huge personality. Could be just someone you'll want to love the rest of your life.
Fellows. Christy, who sent the first email of the show today. Like we have, I mean, let's
It's a good name.
so only throw a bachelor party if he wants to have a party.
Yeah, if you need an
And for a
excuse to-
gift,
the other two,
The old invites.
wedding
Right.
invites.
Yeah. Frame them.
Hmm.
Let her live with that.
I can't imagine doing it 3 times. Can't imagine.
The
Because the only way you do it 3 times is if you were really happy. If the first 2 were good, then you do it. But it
No,
couldn't have been. It
That-
couldn't have.
Stop
totally
yourself now. You're wrong.
that's sounding very logical.
You
That's
know,
not what love is.
You're totally out to lunch. What did the guy start with?
We don't-
What did the question start with again?
He's
My
an
buddy-
idiot.
My buddy's an idiot.
There you go. It has nothing.
Okay.
to do.
That's right. Called it. He knows.
I wonder how old he is. Like, what if the guy's like 42?
32.
28.
It's like, Jesus, dude.
Jeez. Think I've been single the whole time.
Again, though, if he's upgrading, if he's moving up the ladder, what the hell are you gonna do?
Yeah, maybe he's trying to lock something in fast
Yes.
while the getting's good.
Started out with
Jeez.
a deadbeat stripper, and now he's got some heiress from Scandinavia. Like,
Yeah, they got a castle they're going to move into. He's been working out like crazy since he got divorced. He's like, I can't give
Private
this up.
yacht.
I'm in the best shape I'm ever going to be. I got to
Yeah.
lock this down before I get fat again.
He's just doing burpees 8 hours a day.
what's the most clear-cut sign that someone's in a bad relationship? Is when the other person starts to look really good,
Yeah.
right? And you're like, wait a minute.
My wife's really worried about that.
Are those new jeans? Wow. Oh,
How come you go to the gym like twice a day, looking deadly? Just
makeup
makeup
and
and
you-
healthy. Oh,
You having lunch with your ex-boyfriend? That seems weird.
A new perfume.
I
Smells
talked to him
great.
12 years.
Yeah. Oh, you're working tonight? Okay.
Again.
I'm watching the game and having nachos, and I'll probably
your
just lay
Thursdays
in bed
off.
and fart and
should
fall
we
asleep.
rent a movie on Friday night? And
No, hey, you got a thing?
oh, you're
Girls,
Another
girls night.
night,
Oh,
eh? Oh, geez.
damn.
Shoot.
You need me to pick you up? No. Oh.
Hmm.
Okay.
Ask Rhett.
That's a good
Brought
one
to you by
this week.
Bonton Meat Market, the very best. We can tell you, you can run through the whole read again, but all you need to know is they are the very best. 28 Crowfoot Circle in the Northwest. Greg Keller, one of the best. His staff, the whole thing
I
is.
gotta say it again, Greg. I'm sorry, buddy. You saw the AI. Next year's our year. Come on,
Bills, yeah.
Bills.
You trade one form of pain for another, but really that's just what pro sports is. We just want to be sad as a group. That's why we cheer for sports teams.
Greg's a big Cowboys fan. He
Was.
said, I said he sent the photo of him sitting in the hot tub with a stiff drink after that game. I wonder how long he was in that hot tub. How many stiff drinks it would take. It'd be the opposite of Stone Cold. Although he was probably firing out MFers.
Yeah, he would have been cursed.
He'd have been firing out MFers there for sure. Bonton Meat Market, the best. Best in the biz. There are 9 games in the National Hockey League tonight.
9 times.
So I'm wondering if that's a little bit of what's on the menu for DoorDash tonight. Restaurants, grocery, pharmacies, bakeries, flower shop. It can be just about whatever it is you need.
Mhm.
And it gets delivered right to your door. And for a limited time, you will get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more. Just download the DoorDash app and enter promo code NATION25, NATION25
Yeah.
to hit that deal. So for tonight, if you're going to get some DoorDash, maybe it's going to be some ribs. Maybe it's going to be some whatever it's going to be. Sit down and watch that Flames game. What's on the menu, Ryan, for DoorDash?
It's a later slate. We're starting at 7 right here in Calgary. It is Johnny Hockey returning to the Scotiabank Saddledome. The only team he's never scored against, a wise man once said. 7 o'clock start. Flames minus 200 on the old Betway app earlier today. And when that thing is clearly like 7 or 8-0 for somebody, you can switch over to Novak Djokovic and Yannick Sinner, the Italian. 1 seed against 4 seed. Winner goes to the Aussie Open final. That is going to be a monster tennis match. Djokovic, best ever. Sinner having a sensational start to the year. I know non-tennis people might not care. This is a big one tonight. 8:30. It's on the menu.
For DoorDash. Dash that for the win.
Rhett, what are you ordering? Quick.
Chicken fajitas.
See how quick he is? He's unbelievable. He never misses. Ever.
How are we preparing the chicken?
No. It's DoorDash.
I'm ordering it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
See how quick he was? It was didn't even
Yeah,
have
it
to
was
think.
good.
It was already there.
Chicken fajitas as a
Every once in a while. Yeah.
You don't not assembled. I don't
No, of
want
course,
to
yeah,
assemble.
you get it. Yeah.
Build them.
Yeah. There is something about ordering that in a restaurant
Yeah.
where you're basically
This
saying,
one.
hey, get a load of me. Look what I'm doing over here.
Hey, who's got regret? Top this order.
Geez, I wonder whose meal that is. Who is that? Oh, is that mine?
Has one ever showed up at your table and if you didn't order it, you were like, oh,
I should have had the friggin'
Only every
fajitas.
time.
Looks good. Did you get steak and chicken?
Look how hot this skillet is. This is very hot, sir. Please don't touch it.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Make sure you don't touch it. It's hot. Is it?
Is it hot?
And it rarely disappoints.
Always.
What do you run out of first when you order the fajitas and you've got your salsa, your sour cream, your grated cheese, your tortillas, and your meat? Which you run out of cheese first?
Yep.
Yeah, the cheese is a hot commodity.
It's like a nacho platter with all the dumb restaurants that don't. It's like if you don't layer your popcorn with butter, what the hell have you done? And
Yeah,
it's the
cheese
same with a
too.
nacho tray. Layer the chips with the cheese.
You'd be proud of me. We're gonna have some people for Super Bowl. I'm already thinking about the lower layer of the nachos. I'm looking in the fridge. I'm like, ooh, that'd be the nachos. And this cheese here, this cheese here. I'm not normally a food guy, but you'd be proud of me, fellas. Some elite food dreaming right there.
Well, Rhett, one time I was at a Super Bowl party, and once that top layer of cheese goes, and then you got a whole bunch of just like naked chips, bald
Yep.
chips sitting on the
Yep.
plate. He
Mhm.
went in the kitchen. He punched the guy right in the fucking mouth.
Oh,
I couldn't believe it.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. They're
Just
gonna have
yeah. Austin 314 says, "I just punched you in the mouth."
14.
How that goes. Final thoughts. Blue Jackets, Flames. Flames have lost 3 in a row. The most recent, a disappointing. The floor fell out, led 3-1, gave up 3 unanswered and lost in the final minute. Gave up a short-handed goal. Power play, dreadful.
handed it over to him. Yeah.
Last minute. Come on.
My thoughts on this one. I think the Flames have to get up early. Don't give the stupid Columbus. Prove to me, first of all, Flames, prove to me that you're into it by having a great first and scoring a few.
Yep.
And take Columbus out of it. They've got no reason to try. We're done.
Yes. Just show them immediately that they don't want to try tonight.
Yeah.
It would seem to be they could be one of those teams where even 3-1 might be enough.
1-0 might be enough. This group sucks. Oliver Shillington looks like he'll make his return tonight. Ryan Husk said, "Oh, he's not on the active roster yet. He's not eligible." Well, after 1 local time or noon, they can activate him. That's going to give these boys a lift. I think they still believe they come out flying tonight.
Is Husk giving us some? Is he being coy?
Husk?
I don't know what the
he-
ins and outs
that a
of this
word?
are. He could have just
Coy?
said,
Is there
"Yeah,
some-
it looks like he's going to play tonight."
Some misdirection, some subterfuge from Husk.
It's just that
Going
DeSimone's
into this
stall is empty.
Massive Blue Jackets matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
He's
gonna be tight.
Holding it close to his chest.
You got to win the mental battle against a
We
team
were
like
game planning
Columbus.
for Australian DeSimone. This is throwing us all for
It'll be Daniel Tarasov in the net tonight for the Blue Jackets.
another ruined prospect in Columbus.
Third
We'll see.
round pick, I believe.
They're very highly touted for many years before he came over.
Sillinger with Goudreau and Chinnikov. Boone Jenner with Jack Roslovic and Fantilli.
Fantilli.
Is that your go-to, right?
That's my karaoke banger. Yeah.
Yep. So that's exciting. It's exciting tonight.
If you're at the Dome tonight, hoot and holler, make some noise for Oliver Shillington. Let him know how much he's loved by this city. I think it could be a really special moment. Should be a special moment. Welcome him back. He's been, we can only imagine, probably through immense amounts of anguish, pain, all that. Good to see him back and feeling good. Smiling ear to ear after practice. Should be fun.
Johnny's second return, correct?
Yeah, last year he came back.
Yeah. What's the reaction? Does he get any? Is it booing?
I get some cheers.
Because of course you get the montage in your first one back.
No montage.
Now it's kind of it's old hat.
They
We've seen
won't
you before.
they'll boo him. He should get
Maybe a little boo on the odd
Effed us.
puck touch, but I mean, if there was something to cheer at, you would too. They're not going to say anything.
Hell yeah, no one's cheering for him. Get them.
Are you going to cheer for Gary Roberts, Joe Nieuwendyk, Joe Mullen,
No.
Theo Fleury, like all the guys that do you cheer for them?
No.
Time heals all
No.
wounds, right?
Are they playing against
I
my
still cheer for
Calgary-
Noodles.
Are they playing against my Calgary Flames? You
Oh,
get the
yeah, I'm not
you
saying
get
they're
the
cheering for
token
win the game.
You get the token montage,
Yep.
and then it's over. You are on the other team. Piss off.
It's true. He's on the other team. Dean, where are you at on this? I need your thoughts
I-
on Johnny. You've been
I
asking him to
think
come
he-
home. He's finally here.
Yeah, I think he gets booed. When you strip it right bare, strip it to the bare metal, could have stayed. They wanted him to stay.
Legacy.
And
Going up to the
he-
rafters if you stay.
Rafters.
Backed.
Yeah. And he told them the
Fact.
day before free agency started that he was leaving.
He did this. He stabbed him right in the back.
Yeah.
Oh!
Zach Werenski has been activated off the IR.
Right.
You gonna play?
Juracek sent back down, so Zach will
no.
play.
Check.
Ow.
Had that high ankle sprain, which is worse than breaking your ankle. That's what
they
been
say.
told. Yeah,
Yeah.
they say that for sure.
I'd rather do neither personally.
I've done both, and both suck.
Yeah.
Both do suck, really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
But the one thing about It did one right at the end of the year, game 5 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. So then I had the whole summer to, I don't know what's
Hobble around.
worse, right?
Yeah, you want to be healthy for all your fishing and boat
Yeah.
dance parties, and
But if you're hurt during the year, you get to miss a game.
you don't be walking around Fenway
Can't
with
get
an
my
air cast.
points
Come on.
and my games played bonus money.
True. Yeah. So we like this game tonight, or
Oh, yeah.
because you didn't like St. Louis?
I don't
You
like
feel-
I didn't like any of them because they didn't split those two
Yeah.
high intensity games, and now they lost the first one. They're a bit flat. Markstrom was deadly. Like,
It's the
Since
Shelly
December-
boost. They need them.
Since December 9th, here's what the Flames have done. Lost 4 straight, won 3 in a row. Lost 2 in a row, won 3 in a row. Lost 2 in a row, won 4 in a row, now have lost 3 in a row. What the heck are you? How are we supposed to know what you are?
They're the Incredicoaster. It's up and down, and you don't know which way it's going. It's Space Mountain. That's what we're doing here.
493 winning percentage at the end of the year.
That's what they're going to be.
How's that going?
I've never heard the pop gun on a points percentage prediction.
493. The Minnesota Wild and the Flames they both have 500 points.
Let's go Wild. Come on.
Come on, Wild, get it together.
Get it together, Wild. Get it together, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Beat LA. Keep it going. Come on, Habs. Marty. Coach's team in the 9th in the East. Let's go.
Yeah, but Buffalo lost to Anaheim. Then
they
beat
did.
LA.
It's a split in LA.
Actually. Anyway.
What's that?
Yeah.
Just kind of stalling.
Yeah.
Ollie. Are you waiting for waivers to clear? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
here?
I'm just kind of seeing if it's maybe.
Rosie.
Okay, well, you stay there. I'll see you later.
Yeah, see you, Retro. Good stuff, buddy.
Who's doing Afterburner?
Cammy and I got you locked down from studio tonight. Bang. As I put on Twitter, Cammy and Joe Dirt. We'll see you tonight.
I was considering filling in for you.
By all means, if you want it, it's yours.
Ryan
much?
stepped up and took the
How much notice do you need?
Tell me now. No, let me know. If you can do tonight, that's great.
Okay, bye.
well, hang on.
He didn't say
Hang
he was
on.
doing it, did
I'm
he?
not hanging on. For what?
Are you doing it or not?
The Arizona Coyotes have claimed Adam Ruzicka.
There you go.
That was the team. There was one team.
Okay.
What did the texteroo say here earlier?
How
Arizona
frickin'
is
lucky
thinking
is
about
that
it.
bastard?
Zona.
Mullet.
Down to the mullet?
He had so much fun there last time. He'll be pumped.
So Arizona, hey, just plucking Flames off the waiver wire.
Valimaki.
Yusuf Valimaki, and now
Another Mackey. Connor Mackey. Now this.
was Connor Mackey a waiver?
Mhm.
Really?
No, he might have gone in the Richie swap. Richie Brothers
Yeah,
swap.
maybe that was.
I gotta go. My wife's an idiot.
Yeah, we'll see you, buddy.
My wife's an idiot, he says. What do you think? Like, I gotta go. My wife's an idiot. What do you think is happening right now? So he closes the
2:04.
laptop.
It's 2:04. He's got to be somewhere quick, or she's expecting him to be done at 2. And it's like, honey, I don't have time. I need to talk to you about this.
Yeah. Or he's got to go get the
That
kids.
thing
hockey
hanging in the
practice,
bedroom, we got to get that off before the
Yeah,
in-laws
we
get
got to
here.
get the trapeze down.
The in-laws are here at noon tomorrow. Let's go.
I told
Get it
you.
on.
You can't just leave the ball
What are
gags
those
out.
hooks doing up there?
All right, everybody. So how do you feel about that? It's kind of an unceremonious end to
He's
Adam
24.
Ruzicka.
He's almost 25. You gave him a run. It was a nice selection in the 4th round, and he ended up being what everyone thought he was when he was drafted. He
yeah.
had some tools, big body, not physical enough, too inconsistent. Good luck in the desert. They're going to try some other guys here.
What do you think? I mean, it's hard to, as a Coyote,
Mhm.
how does he fare? Any different?
Well, I want to look at their lineup and see who's
Yeah,
up
I don't
against
know
here.
where.
I mean, I'm not worried about this guy becoming a star. Like the Yusuf Alamaki one was a much more concerning thing because he was a guy at one point that was incredibly highly touted. I remember that Colorado series. Kale McCarr came in game 3. Valimaki played in that series. You're like, oh my God, look at these two young star blossoming defensemen. And it didn't really continue to go that way with you. So, but that was one where you're like, that feels like how did you lose that? You had it right in your hands. How did that? This is a guy who probably his ceiling was going to be the top out as a fourth liner.
More news. Nick DeSimone has also been claimed. He is going to New Jersey.
Jersey. Right shot? If you need a 7-8, okay. I don't know.
Well, see, here's the thing. When we did our rankings on Afterburner the other night, we had DeSimone ahead of Osterley for sure.
Yep. And I just like Nick's a right shot, Osterley's a left, and Shillington's a left, and Gilbert's a left. The balance I like. I don't know that he's significantly better than Osterley or anything.
No,
but Osterley struggled a bit this year.
Yeah. Which is again, you've just lost a guy. And I guess with Ruzicka, you lost Yusuf Valimaki, you lost Matt Phillips, you lost Adam Ruzicka. It's just guys in the system that. Could you have traded them sooner and gotten something?
Valimaki for sure. Valimaki's different than the other ones. Like depth guys, fringe guys change hands all the time. Valimaki was on a trajectory to be a very good player, and there was a horrible run of injuries, including shredding his knee during summer training. He loses a full year, massive key developmental years, falls out of favor with the coach. Like I don't put Valimaki in the same category as the other ones because, he was a first rounder that was supposed to be a very good player. And I think injuries have robbed him of that part of his ceiling of how good he can be. And people in the chat say, he's a healthy scratch. What are you talking about? Well, that's not, they didn't draft him 16, 17 overall to think that he might be a third pair defenseman. There was always that upside that he could be a top 4 guy and even a top pair guy potentially. It just hasn't gone that way. And I think injuries are a big part of it.
Yeah. If you'd have put I would not have guessed that
either
one, let alone both.
They're cheap.
Now with New Jersey, you talked about maybe New Jersey because what's going on with Michael McLeod. Now Cal Foote is also a guy.
Yeah, that's true.
That has been that is no longer with that team.
Yeah, and our assumption is that that's long term, but we really don't know anything at this point. That's just assumptions.
So Shillington in. That'll be nice.
That's exciting.
Happy for him. That's a real good story there.
And again, if you're Connie and you're trying to thread this needle of remain competitive, but also make sure you do some asset management, it's a lot easier to trade a D if you have another top 4 D that can come in and play. Yeah. If Shillington happens to be that's just a little more leverage for the GM.
That'll do it. Thanks for being a part of it. Support the sponsors. Go to Bonton. Go get your snoring taken care of at Outdoor Dental. Vina Nova, your hookup for Valentine's Day. Village
I-405 Hondas, head up to Village.
That's right. Tomorrow, gosh, look at that. Hawaiian shirt day.
Already.
Yep. Hawaiian shirt day. Darren Dreger will slide in. Our hockey insider. That was good stuff from Drew Doughty last night. I wonder, because they're too good to just let that fester. Something has to happen. Generally, it's trade, coach gets fired.
Doesn't feel like a coach issue there. I mean,
and not often it's not on the coach
favorite to win the Jack Adams in mid-November.
I know, but that's too good a team to just kind of let it spiral down the drain.
Yep.
Interesting.
And I think it's too talented of a club to do that. I mean, even if you have one guy that's not playing well, there's enough elsewhere. They're not a Pierre-Luc Dubois from being a playoff team. They were one of the best teams in the West for the first month and a half.
It's true. All right, everybody. Ryan and Cammy on Afterburner. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the game tonight. We'll be back with the Friday edition tomorrow.
Maybe Rhett. Who knows?
See you, buddies.
Yep.